Hey guys, what's up? So we just had a mini update and it's on official server and it's patch 1.7.20. This means these changes are now implemented on all servers. First is the buff on Hylos. His second skill now requires less time to reach full stacks and they increase the attack speed reduction from the skill at full stack. That's minus 120% attack speed. He can now be used to counter those high attack speed heroes, specifically marksmen. Next is the buff on Leomord. His critical requirement for his passive is now easier to achieve. He will always do a critical hit on enemies with 50% below HP. I already tried it out but it doesn't work, maybe it's a glitch. The cooldown on his second skill is also shortened and it applies on both normal and enhanced versions. His ultimate has now more defense stat at max level. He gets plus 30 armor compared to before. Next is the buff on Martis. His second skill can now pass through thin walls. And he gains 10 to 150 physical attack if his passive stacks are full. This makes him a really stronger jungler. Next is the buff on Harith. His second skill now has an increased shield effect and the basic attack damage. It benefits his last game potential because of added attack scaling. Next is the buff on Hayabusa. His shadows will now last longer by 1 second. And his ultimate now has higher damage on marked targets. Next is the buff on Terizla. He is back from the grave with a shorter cooldown and higher damage on his second spell. That attack scaling is quite big though. From 125 to 180. His hammer will hard again just like before. Next is the buff on Barats. He heals better with his ultimate and he gets more stacks when resurrecting. His ultimate now has a bigger AoE but with a slightly lower damage. Next is the buff on Beatrix. They added more damage to the basic attack of her grenade gun. It seems they did not go through a buff on her sniper's basic attack. They also improved the ultimate damage on a shotgun and submachine gun. Next is the adjustment on Akai. His ultimate now has a longer cooldown in the late game, but in exchange, they added more base damage. Next is the nerf on Balmond. His ultimate now has a damage limit against the non-hero unit. It's a way to balance his damage while taking the objects like Lord and Title. Next is the nerf on Valentina. The lifesteal from her passive is reduced to fixed 30% on all levels. Next is the nerf on Esmeralda. Minus 100 points of shield from her first skill and he also reduced when converting the enemy's shield into her own. Next is the nerf on Paquito. Lower damage on his enhanced second skill, ultimate and enhanced ultimate. This damage nerf is more felt in the mid to late game. Next is the nerf on Selena. Longer ultimate cooldown in early to mid game. This means you will have to longer waiting time when switching between forms. Next is the nerf on Julian. They lowered the damage of his enhanced second and third skill, but they added more to his normal second and third skill. Last one is the changes on the items, Cursed Helmet and Molten Essence. It now deals more damage in the late game. The developer said it's a way for the tank experienced laner to clear their lanes faster. This update came sooner than expected. I was expecting in the next month but it's good, right? Meta heroes were nerfed while unpopular ones like Martis, Harith and Leomord, they are buffed. Maybe it's now time to try out the old ones. So what can you see about this official server update? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. That's all for this video. Stay safe. Thank you for watching.